I'm good to go, but we're good to go because, well, we're going, and hopefully we're good. All right, a little all over the place as I begin this. A little all over the place. Go ahead and try to change some things up. I don't think anybody can mess with me when it comes to titles. Oh, did I not? Oh, yeah, I did. And thumbnails. Folks, if you're joining me, you need to exit out of this, go back and look at this thumbnail that I just put together right here. I have titled this live stream, what's going on, everybody? Just put the fries in the bag, bro. And look at that thumbnail. Man, that's pretty freaking good right there. Joe working at McDonald's? Say it ain't so. I may actually be prophesizing some things, and I hope that I'm not doing that. What's going on, everybody? Shout out to you guys on this fantastic Wednesday. It's September the 11th. It's the day after the presidential debate. If you guys got a chance to see that last night, it was a interesting little debacle for certain. Yeah, man. Hey, welcome to the live stream, man. Just go ahead and put the fries in the bag, bro. Now, you know, obviously I didn't make up this saying. This is a saying that's been pretty popular for a little while now. And, you know, it's a comment that I actually have received a few different times myself. You know, hey, Joe is down bad right now. Look, I don't care. Just put the fries in the bag, bro. Shout out to everybody. Thanks for being up in here. CC, what's going on with you? Murph, what's going on? Ain't seen you in a while. What's going on, man? Everything all right? True Blue, what's going on? Garrett, what's going on? Almost Famous. Shout out to you. You guys were the first three up in here. Extraordinary Explorations. Man, that sounds extraordinary. Yeah, man. All right. Hey, look, man, shooting from the hip here as I begin this. I wouldn't have it no other way. Forget preparation. We just diving right up into this thing. Dive! It's been so long, I don't even know how to do it no more. Shout out to all the channel members. Hope you guys are having a great one. Appreciate the support. Gonna make this a good one for you guys. We're gonna do a little exploration ourselves on this, I imagine. But I want to share with you guys a couple of things real quick. You know, I'm scatterbrained AF. So let me just go ahead and get these ideas up out of my head right now and put them down on paper. Live stream, be that paper. So I titled this thing, Just Put the Fries in the Bag, Bro. We could go ahead and spend this stream writing a song. Y'all want to write a song together on this live stream? I think that Put the Fries in the Bag, Bro could be a banger of a song. So we could do that. You know, Joe likes to make the music sometimes. A long time ago, I used to like to do it. So that's part of what we could do. What was the other? Oh, and then I got an idea, a new business venture. We could spend some time putting together a new business idea. We may do that, may do the song, may do some exploration. We're going to have some fun on this live stream. Hey, Joe G, that's my name. Really sad to hear about the ring. I hope she's doing better and knows it's temporary. Did you at least get enough out of it to pay it off? Yeah, we got out of it. That's for damn sure. You know, that was not a crazy ring that my wife had initially anyways. Her engagement ring and wedding ring wasn't, you know, no crazy amount of money, but it was certainly a bill that needed to go. And the thing about it is at the jewelry store that we got the ring from, I've been dealing with them for years now, they will always give you what you paid for the ring in return. So if you wanted to upgrade the ring, which we had done one time, we did upgrade her ring one time, and when we did that, they honored the original price of the ring. It doesn't ever go up. You don't ever gain any kind of equity unless you've paid off the ring. You know, then I guess you got some equity there. But that's the one good thing about them is they always honor the original price of the ring. If you bought it from them, they're going to give you the same value that you paid for it. So we were able to get out of it, and we made a couple of bucks off of it, but nothing crazy. But shout out to you, Joe G, for the donation right there. Trash can. Oh, shit. What's going on with you? Appreciate that right there. YOLO. Joe been watching since middle school, and now I'm 20 years old. Trash can. Much respect and love from the Trash Underground. Man, shout out to you, man. It's crazy to know that people have been rocking with me since they were kids, and now they're grown now. Where your life has probably gone in an upward direction. My life was at an upward direction when you ran across me, and now it's kind of gone downhill. But you know what? It is what it is. We are going to make a comeback. Let me go ahead and dive into this new business idea that I have. Now, hear me out. Shout out to the 165 we got up in here. Shout out to Murph for holding things down. Thank you for getting that Discord situation correct. New business idea. You know, people have said, Joe, just give it up. Go get a job. And I'm not above working. Shit, I was working my ass off this morning. I got a construction job going on right now with the painting business. Awesome fan of Joe Does Stuff. Hired us to paint his whole exterior house. Small little house. Replace a window, replace a storm door, replace some rotted wood, do some metal coil wrap around a couple of windows. Man, hey, Joe been getting it in. Joe ain't no stranger to the work, and I'm good at, you know, a few different things. But I've been doing a lot of thinking about going and getting a job, and that's part of this new business venture. There's two parts to this, okay? Nergy, what's going on? Shout out. I know I'm butchering that right there. Love the content. Keep up the great work. Appreciate the dono right there. Thank you for being here. All right, two things that I'm thinking about doing, and I'm probably going to try to do both of these. First thing, what if I bring back something that we tried to do a long time ago? Maybe we tried to do it here on After Prison Show. I know it was long before Joe Does Stuff. I am willing to go to work for you or anybody. So what I want to do, I just hope that it works out, right? I'm thinking about going on Craigslist. I was going to start responding to job ads for, labor work and shit like that. And see if you'll let me come to work for you. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm worth, $25 an hour or whatever. I'm going to say, hey, look, man, I'm willing to come to work for you for the day. Pay me what you think that I'm worth at the end of the day. You'll never find a harder worker. You know, my kind, I'm a rare breed. I should have got that tattooed across the chest. I'm willing to come to work for you for the day. Pay me what you think I'm worth at the end of the day. You'll never find a better. And you'll never find another. But there's a major catch. You see, you got to let me film it. I want to kind of bring back dirtiest jobs. Think about it. Now, I'm not going to be sitting there on my phone all day. I'm going to be working. So I'm going to need an extra hand. I'm going to need a camera guy. Okay? Somebody who's just there to film it. Treat me how you want to treat me. I don't give a damn. Hey, run me into the ground. I don't care. I don't think you could, to be honest. Now, there are a few stipulations to this. I won't get on a roof because I just don't do roofs, okay? I'm not a roofer. I'm not getting up on any type of a roof or anything dealing with heights. Other than that, hey, do what you will. But we got to be able to film it. Could you imagine Joe putting the fries in the bag, bro? Literally on a job site getting dragged. Hey, boy, I ain't tell you to take no break. Oh, man. And then at the end of the day, blood, sweat, and tears, we made it through the grueling shift, whatever the job is. I could be washing dishes in a restaurant. I don't give a damn. Now, I'm not coming to work for you full time because I'm I'm too good of a worker to deal with whatever kind of grueling bullshit you got going. And you probably wouldn't pay me enough to make it worth my time. But I will give you one solid day. If it is a better situation or a worthwhile situation, I might even give you a week. Just pay me what you think that I'm worth. Now, I ain't going to go work for you for no whole week and you're going to pay me at the end of the week and you can give me $250. You ain't going to do me like that. But, there are going to be some people who really want to see something like that. Okay, hey, champ, you did great out there. Hey, sport, you did great. I'm going to go ahead and pay you. And, look, I'm going out on a ledge here. I don't usually do this for the new guys, but I'm going to go ahead and pay you $12.50 an hour. Look, I know it's generous. The Watch said goodbye. Damn it. I'm sorry, The Watched. I wish I could have kept you up in here. Maybe you got something better to do. But thank you for swinging through here. Simon says, what was the name of your first cameraman? He was Chill. Cody. Cody was good people, man. Cody was with me for a long time, and then Cody moved on in life. Hunches says, not any job, but jobs that have landed people in prison, not illegal. Excalibur says, just go look for some low-skill office work like that. And that ain't what I'm looking for, okay? Like, Joe ain't no computer person. All right? I might not do so well in there. Like, I'm good at labor, and I'm good at construction. So, and like, you can put me in a restaurant setting, put me in the tray room. I'd be good for that. I don't know, man. Maybe, janitorial work, cleaning up toilets, something like that. Joe G says, do carpet cleaning business or crime scene cleanup. I would love to do crime scene cleanup, but there's certifications that you got to have for that, I don't have. And then, I would love to do that, though. I see those videos of people doing that, and they're making videos about it, which I think is a little unhinged, but, it's 2024, man. Hey, the cameras is out. Them phones is out. Carpet cleaning business or crime scene cleanup, good money there and content. Oh, I know the money's good. You're getting insurance money. Anytime you're getting insurance money, the sky's the limit. You got a lot of crime in your area, you'll have a lot of work. That's actually pretty sad to think about. Oh, The Watch. Sorry, guys. Hemorrhoids flaring. Ah, man. I can relate. I'm not currently dealing with the hemorrhoids, but I do have some medical emergency situations going on right now. I might actually do a little bit of show and tell on that. And I'm laughing about it and making jokes, but it's probably a pretty serious situation. McFly says sell car parts. I think that's actually in poor taste. Now, unless you're talking about working at AutoZone or something like that and selling legitimate car parts, could be. Paradiddle, what's going on? I want light salt on those fries. Joe, just kidding, brother. I ain't gonna lie, man. That stings a little. Stings a little right there. Appreciate the support, though, man. Appreciate you been rocking with me, man. Bo Gentry, appreciate your support. Thanks for being up in here, man. Danny Patterson, what's going on? Go catch child predators, Joe. Man, that is an oversaturated market. And, that takes a lot of legwork. You got to bait them, set up the chats, But to be honest, I think that, like, if you look at Vitaly, you got to know all that shit is staged. Hope I ain't let no cats out of the bag. What is it, really? It's got to be. But again, it's content. Anyways, so that's one idea that I've got. Joe will go to your job site, work my ass off, but we've got to be able to film it. The worse you treat me, the better, okay? And then at the end of the day, it's going to be like Undercover Boss, except, I'm going to be sitting there. We got to have the 2 bar stools. I'm sitting there, sweaty, dirty, tired. And then you got to tell me what you're paying me. I'm giving you $12.75. I thought about it. I'm going to give you a whole quarter more an hour. Hanny, what's going on, Australia? I see you right there. Chuck, what's going on? Would you shout out to you, man? Review it all says sell cars. You can make a lot of money with that. I don't know the first damn thing about a car. I ain't no whistling diesel. All right, let me go ahead and before I get to the second part of this whole idea that I got, let's spend a little bit of time on my favorite website, one of them, because I've already got it pulled up. Craigslist. Let's see what kind of gigs they got out there right now. Let me go ahead and pull the comments up, too, so I can stay in the loop, stay abreast of what's going on with y'all. Appreciate y'all taking the time to rock with me on this. The gameplay is coming on Friday. I'm pretty sure we're still on for that. The only thing I got to do right now is just get my character finished and try to make him, oh my God, I'm looking at this thumbnail. Don't call it a comeback. I wouldn't neither. Yeah, I wouldn't call it a comeback. Jimmy Two Rage says, what do you pay your painters? One of them makes $20 an hour. The other one makes 25. And, yeah, sometimes they make more than that. It just depends on what it is. But if it's apartment painting, that's top of the line right there. You know, I've ran across painters who say they want $30 an hour, $35 an hour, $40 an hour. I even had a guy tell me he wanted $40 an hour to go paint apartments. I told that guy, I said, listen, get lost. Respectfully, okay? Because if you're a painter who is worth $40 an hour, and I'm not saying that there's not painters that are worth that. This isn't California. We're not union, for God's sakes. Okay, we're not shipbuilders. All right, there's jobs that are worth $40 an hour, $35 an hour. We are not a skilled trade. I just got to call it for what it is. Okay, we do some skilled trade type of work when we're doing repair work, but painting is not a skilled trade. I don't give a damn. We could sit here and debate it all day long, but there's another channel to do that on. Painting is bottom of the barrel. And if you, like I said, if you are a painter who's worth $40 an hour, then you already know better. You know there ain't no money in apartment painting. So while you're coming to me to try to do apartments, thinking you about to get some $40 an hour, it ain't gonna happen. Just go ahead and put the fries in the bag, bro. Dext says, and shout out to you for the donation right there. How was prison on 9/11? Should I just switch it all up? I will then. For that. Appreciate it. That's actually a good a segue to take a little intermission right here. Folks, today is 9/11. Crazy enough to think. 2001 is when that took place. 9/11, 2001. I will never forget that for as long as I live. Folks, 2001 was the year that I was supposed to graduate from high school. I was 18 years old in 2001. That's the only reason that I remember that I was 18 during that year, because I knew that I was supposed to graduate that year. But instead of sitting in school where I should have been, my dumb ass was sitting in jail. And not for the first time neither. It might have been, it was September. I turned 18 in November of 2020. Yeah, man. So I'd already been to jail by September a couple of times, a handful of times at least. But I'll never forget being locked up in the jail. I was in Chesapeake City Jail on September 11th, 2001, when the attack on the Twin Towers took place. I'm a young kid in a grown person's jail, immature as shit. I'm 41 years old, and I'm like, if you see how immature I am at 41, imagine me at 18. I was in an open dorm setting, probably something like 4D housing unit. Housed up to 100 prisoners. I don't know if there were that many prisoners in there when I was there, but there probably was, or close to that, at least 80. And, you know, we got 2 TVs in the housing unit, Rubber-made couches, literally rubber couches. Never seen such a thing till I got to jail. But it was a very eerily quiet day in a jungle gym type of an environment when that situation first started playing out. Whereas on one TV, you would normally have BET in the top 20 countdown, and on the other TV, undoubtedly ESPN. First thing in the morning, that's how the day would start. One TV, always on BET. One TV, always on ESPN. But on this particular day, both TVs were tuned into, you know, whatever news channel and the breaking news of, you know, this that was taking place. We had a CO that was positioned in the housing unit. You know, don't remember what guard it was, but he was just standing there outside of his little guard's desk, just watching the TV. And we were all just glued to the TV. Like I said, on a normal day, at this time that this attack was taking place, it's wide open. It's like a fucking Chuck E. Cheese in the housing unit. But not on this day, man. It was quiet. And all of us were just sitting there watching this take place. And I'm sure I can't remember every specific detail of this, but I just got to know or got to believe that you probably had a few knuckleheads laughing and joking and making stupid, asinine jokes about this. And I remember that the guard, I know that happened because I remember the guard getting so pissed off at the jokes that these dudes were making that we ended up getting locked down while this was taking place. So, we get locked down. The TVs are still on. If you're in a cell where you can't see the TV, you can still hear it. But to be in jail on a day when this was taking place and nobody knowing what was happening at that time, I mean, it took a little while before they realized that this was a terrorist attack. They just thought that it was some freak accident at first. But I'll never forget my feelings during all of this. Again, young and dumb and very immature, but even like that, feeling like, holy shit, we being attacked in our country. And, you would hear these rumors flying like, damn, man, there's about to be a world war. They come into America. They bringing the war to our front door. And you would hear these rumors like, okay, well, if war broke out, well, the prisoners are going to be right there on the front line. Like, what they going to do with us? They're going to throw some guns in our hand and have us go out there and fight for our country, go out, like, we got to die first. We don't mean shit. So part of me was really scared about that. But I was just really scared and confused and unsure of what was going to happen. What if war did break out? What if what if all of that was some lies? Like, okay, we're not going to war. But they might forget about us up in here. Because we don't mean a damn thing. You got to go. These folks working in jail, they got to go home. They got to get their family. They got to get up out of here, or they got to go, go gear up. There was nothing like being locked up on 9/11, feeling like you had no idea what was about to come next. What was going to happen to you specifically, your loved ones. Were they going to be okay? Yeah, man, it was a real scary situation. Had no idea what was going to happen. And you're locked up and you can't do a damn thing. So if it was war that was about to break out in the U.S., or if it was the jail was about to be abandoned and you were going to be locked up in there, forget the fact that it might be martial law in the streets and vigilante justice, and just like The Walking Dead, where the living should be more feared than the dead. Because they're more dangerous. If it was any scenario like that, and sorry for bringing that TV show into it, but it always, it's a good playbook to look at for if shit ever does go sideways. If any type of scenario played out like that where we were just left in the jail, could you imagine the martial law that takes place up in the jail? It's every man for themselves. You got to fight, stab, kill to get up out of there. Then we got to get through these walls. And we ain't got shit but some plastic sporks and some flex pins. Wild ass situation, man. Florida man says Trump or Harris, Trump all day long. They ain't even got to ask me. He got annihilated last night from what I heard. I watched a little bit of it, and as soon as I seen that she was doing, pretty decent with it, I was like, yeah, I ain't watching this. But the one thing that I'll tell you, man, about the debate last night, they would ask these, both of them questions, And she would not answer a question directly at all. She was just going in on him, and he would kind of beat around the bush on questions too, because, you know, she knew what to do. She knew how to stir him up. He fell right into that trap. But he would eventually get to answer some questions, but it wasn't a good look for sure. But anyways, man, that's just my opinion, and don't shoot the messenger. But yeah, man, wanted to share that, man. Appreciate you leaving that comment, asking about that, and you know, today will always go down as a horrible day in American history, and a lot of innocent people lost their lives on this day. Wild ass shit. Random Bacon, appreciate that right there. Says, please use this for your wife's ring payment. I appreciate that, man. That joint is gone, though. And it is what it is. McFly says, can you work in a prison? I don't know. But I wouldn't want to. I mean, I would go do it for a day, but I wouldn't want to go through everything. Like, I would go through the steps just to make content about it. But, you know, I wouldn't want to get involved in that because, one, that's not a career move. Even if I could, they don't pay shit. And, yeah, I would certainly go do it, though. I'd go through all the motions. Damn, I had missed a couple of comments before I got to Dex's comment and some donations as well, so I appreciate you guys. Laura, shout out to you. Thank you for being up in here. Jimmy, I answered your comment right there. Shout out to the 329 up in here. Navi says, what about a handyman service? Absolutely, and I'm glad that you mentioned that because that brings me to the next point to mention. Dale, very special shout out to you, brother. I see you. Hope the NASCAR race was awesome over the weekend. Couldn't even imagine how cool something like that is. Geneva, shout out to you for those gift memberships right there. Greatly appreciate your support as well. Derek, thank you for being up in here. Everybody up in here, appreciate you guys. Review It All says moderators were trash and biased AF. I don't know what you're talking about right there. I hope you're not talking about us. We're trying to make this thing a little bit better. Rick says, to be fair, Trump gets a little emotional. Yeah, I mean, for certain. You know, I just feel like we're in a bad situation either way. And I think that she's a worse choice. That's just my personal opinion. I look at where we are now versus where we were then. Yeah, Trump don't know when to shut up, but, you know, it's just my opinion. All right, anyways, how about a handyman service somebody had mentioned? So let me share with you the next business venture, and then we're going to go back to looking at Craigslist and see what kind of jobs are available. Joe could potentially be putting the fries in the bag, bro. Not opposed to it. Hear me out on my next idea, and maybe I've shared this here. It's an old idea that's found life again, but only for the right reason. Like, it's got to be worth it. So, what if, you know, like how Joe always makes the wrong choice? Here we go right here. I know there's people that say I should probably go get a job and go put the fries in the bag. I'm trying to get my painting business back on the right track. I'm trying to get, you know, YouTube back on the right track. And, you know, slowly we're making progress all the way around. We've got a lot of good things upcoming. But what if instead of going and getting a job per se, what if I was willing to take my painting business and come do free work for you? What if we turned into not a nonprofit, but well, we could, couldn't we? What if we turned into a voluntary business? Could you imagine me advertising saying, hey, do you need any type of painting or repair work? Well, we're willing to come do it for you for free. You see these YouTube channels that cut grass. Hey, I heard that you're deaf, dumb, and blind, and you've got no legs and no arms. Could I cut your grass, film it, put a violin track over it, and get 3 million views on it? You ain't got to pay me because YouTube going to pay that for sure. Yo, man, what if we was out there doing God's work? You know, drywall repairs and painting for free. Now, this ain't as, you know, the overhead with this, the cost of materials is a little bit more than just a little gas and oil and a blade sharpening for your lawnmower and some string for your weed eater here. You know, paint's not cheap. average cost to paint on a project is anywhere between $500 and $1,500. So, within reason, we could come do the job for you for free, but wait, there's more. There is a catch, though. You got to let us play the smallest violin in the world every single day that we're there. We're filming this. I'm bringing HGTV up in your house. We filming it. We hitting the little dances. We TikToking. We turn it up on your job site. Neighbors coming around talking about who the fuck dancing in your front yard with a paintbrush. Hey, that's Joe and Company. Yeah, man, they're painting my whole house for free. Only stipulation was I had to let them film it. But they're doing a real bang-up job. Yo, could you imagine? Now, this was my idea a long time ago. Joe with these brilliant ideas. What if, I think I was going to call this business like second chance like second chances or some crazy shit like that. We were going to take a bunch of people coming home from prison at probation, like they're working at a temp service. We're going to put them at your house to do whatever kind of work that you need done. And you're going to get that work for free, some kind of a way. I couldn't really remember like how I planned to do this. Or maybe at the end of the job, you pay us what you think it's worth. Something like that. But the point of that particular business idea was to showcase that, people coming home from jail and prison deserve a second chance. I mean, not all of them do, but, some of them do for sure, right? And some of them got to be good people, right? Worthy of work ethics and, moral compasses and all that good shit. I think that the issue that I ran into there was, regardless, I was going to have to pay these guys. Because, it's 2024 right now. Just because I got this idea, hey, you want to come work for this company? Prove that you're a good guy after prison? Well, hear me out. You're going to put in 8 hours a day. You got to do it for free, though. Okay? Wait, what you mean you're going to go work and put the fries in the bag, bro? Ain't nobody going to be willing to work for free. I think the cons really outweighed the pros in that department. So, trying to bring that idea back here and now, I've only got 2 guys left with my painting business. Actually, just heard today, as a matter of fact, breaking news. I'll share this with y'all here first. One of my painters told me today, he was like, hey, you remember, he said, hey, one of the guys that you used to have working for you, he's actually got a lot of work right now. And I was like, well, who are you talking about? Because anybody who is not working for me currently, at least 90% of them, ain't really worth a whole hell of a lot, to be honest. Either bad work ethics, bad quality of work, or, bad issues going on in their personal life. I said, so who are you talking about? He couldn't remember at first, but then he was, I was like, white guy, black guy? He was like a black dude. And I was like, okay. I said, well, and then he was like, he was friends with this other guy that you had working with you. And I'm like, well, who the hell are you talking about? So then the name came to me. I was like, you're talking about dude? And he was like, yeah, that was him. I was like, oh man, that dude ain't shit. Talking about he got a whole lot of work going on right now, and he had one of my other painters. He's actually got 2 of my other painters working for him right now. I'm like, man, that guy is trash. And I hate to say that. I'm not trying to throw this guy under the bus or nothing, and that's why I'm not putting his name out there or anything like that. But when he was working for me, you want to talk about a lying, rotten scoundrel. Dude would tell me, oh yeah, I painted the apartment. I go check it. Apartment ain't been painted at all. I'm not even talking about doing a half-ass job. I'm talking about didn't do nothing. Oh, I'm there calling this guy. Yo, what's going on? I thought you told me that you painted this. Oh, well, I was going to get to it today. Man, you got to go. Got to go. So hearing that this guy's actually got a lot of work right now is surprising to me. And who knows, maybe him running his own business, because he wasn't a bad painter. I don't want to say that he was a great painter neither, but he certainly knew how to paint, and he came with everything to do it. He knew how to paint. So maybe him running his own thing is what he was meant to do. You know, some people just don't work for people. And when they do, they just try to take them for a ride or just take them for granted. So who the hell knows? Lollipop says, put the ain't in paint. If that ain't man, that's a hell of a motto right there. I appreciate that. John Doe says, copy what Victory Concrete is doing. And I don't know who they are, but I got to imagine they're probably putting homeless people to work to pour concrete. I know that an awesome supporter of After Prison Show and Joe Does Stuff and a guy who has a concrete business, a guy by the name of Grub Mud. If he's not up in here right now, he's working. But y'all go check out him, man. He's been rocking with me for a long time, and he got a really successful YouTube channel now. But Grub Mud does concrete, and he's putting disenfranchised people to work. Is that the right way to say that, or did I just really cancel myself? Boy, Joe, put the fries in the bag, bro. You can't say that. I don't even know what that shit means, to be honest. Hey, Tile Reseller, shout out to you for that donation right there. If that's what you do, how you reselling tile? Shout out to you, man. Fraud audit finder for audit finder. Shout out to you for the donation. Are they building homes where you live here in California? We are building like crazy, especially us drywall guys. Man, I love drywall work, man. I just couldn't do full houses. But I can certainly do the repair work and the texture matching, and I'm pretty good at all of that. But they are still building in my local area, which is crazy. I mean, houses are still selling, which is crazy. They're just unbelievably expensive. But they are still building. Matter of fact, a guy that rocks with both channels, he actually got me my last residential job, as a matter of fact, local guy. He's a plumber. Shout out to Michael. He is in with some local smaller builders, and I'm supposed to get with him soon to go talk about possibly doing some blast outs on some new construction. I ain't never done new construction. I know what it is, though. You know, and I know the prep work is ridiculous in there with nail holes and filling and all of that shit, and then coming back for touch-ups after everything's done. But I've heard that the money there is very competitive like anywhere else, meaning that shit is low. Appreciate all the support, y'all. Thank y'all for being up in here. Contractor say, what up, money? Shit, hey, trying to get to it like you. I'm actually looking for jobs on Craigslist on this stream. Appreciate you being up in here. If you're joining me late, a couple of business ideas that I have moving forward is Joe's willing to come work for you. For whatever you think that I'm worth, I'll work my ass off, but you got to let me film it. I won't film it. I'll bring somebody who will. That way you get that strong work ethic out of me. That's one idea. Drag me through the mud, if you will. Other ideas, hey, we'll come do work for you for free, but you got to sob story the shit out of that. You know, what if we staged it? Oh, man, and I hate to say that. Joe's faking videos now, but it don't matter. If I did it, who cares? I come on with a new video. We did a drywall repair for a blind old woman. Violin track the whole time as I'm setting it up. Hey, look. You know I should be putting the fries in the bag, bro, but there's a bigger mission here for me. Fuck, what am I doing? Let's film the intro to this video right now, and then we'll work on the back end later. You know what to do, Joe. Run that shit. Oh, shit, go to the right place. You've already got it pulled up. You had it pulled up, but you don't no more. Give me 2 seconds. I can get there quick. I'm going to give you a viral video right now. We're going to film the intro to it right now. Go. Hey, look. It's Joe from After Prison Show. How y'all doing? I know that's a little loud. Bear with me. I'm trying to get my audio. Steve, goddammit, turn that shit down. There we go. A little better? Hey, how y'all doing? It's Joe from After Prison Show, and I know I should probably be at work right now, you know. working at McDonald's like some of you think that I should. But folks, something has just happened that has renewed a fire within me. And damn it, I'm going to bring you along for the ride. You see, I just met an elderly woman who is in desperate need of our help. You see, she's also blind. She can't see. And I met her at a red light one day. She was driving a car. God help anybody else who was on the road. Yeah, man, we met an old woman who was blind driving a car at an intersection, and she said that she was in desperate need of a drywall repair job. And folks, I'm willing to go do this job for free. I know I should be filling out job applications right now, but damn it, there's a calling. And it's calling my name right now. This old woman, she needs our help. So folks, that's what we're getting ready to go do today. Now, you already know that I don't know how to bid a job. So I figured in this particular case, because this lady is old, I mean, she old as a bitch and blind too. She wouldn't even be able to read the proposal if I gave her one. So I decided, you know what? We're going to do this job for free. And that's what we're getting ready to go do. Here today on After Prison Show. Cut! Where is my soda at? If anybody's joining the stream late, they're like, what did I just stumble in upon? Folks, we're staging a video right now, billion views. Guaranteed. This shit's going to get more views than the presidential debate last night. Yeah, man, so we don't have the woman just yet. We'll post an ad on Craigslist. We'll stage this whole thing like a Vitali PDF file apprehension. But the video's got to play out. We do the drywall repair. We find the lady. She's like, hey, I'm old and I'm willing to play the part of the woman that needs the drywall repair, but I don't have a hole in my wall. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of that. We go over to the house. We bang some holes in the wall. She needs a repair. Now, you got to answer the door with your walking stick, violin track playing throughout the entire repair process. Oh, boy. We do the repair. We do it for free. At the end of the job, right, we're shaking hands, dapping up, taking prison flicks, you know, After Prison Shows, doing God's work still here in 2024. By the end of the job, she comes clean. She's like, I got a confession to make. I'm not blind. And then somehow how that plays out. God damn, we got took for a ride by Margarine. Margarine played the shit out of us for a free drywall repair. Can you see how that's going to get some views? An old bag of a lady, man, skin and bones, frauded us out of some repair work. Oh, man. She got us. She got us, man. And instead of, you know, being salty about it, we go and we cut her grass for free afterwards. You see, you got to treat... See, we live in a day and age where, you know, if you do me, I got to do you back. Sort of like being in prison. Oh, man. There'll never be another me. I promise you that. Yeah, man, that's the type of day and age we live in. Look at the presidential debate last night. They couldn't even answer the questions because they were so busy going at each other. She knew what she was doing. And yeah, man, we live in a day and age, man, where if you do me, I got to do you right back just as hard. Just as hard. After Prison Show 2024. New merch. Pap Smear says I'm losing my shit. Oh, shit, I just made you a fucking channel moderator. I accepted the message and somebody else deleted it. But no big deal. Yeah, I mean, maybe I am. Maybe we live in a day and age where that's what you have to do. If you want to survive and you want to succeed, you got to kind of lose your shit a little bit. And I'm not opposed to that. But again, think about this. So we get played by Margarine. She beats us over the head. She gets a free drywall repair job out of us. But, we're setting the bar and we're setting the tone for how you should carry shit. And I'm doing this for my son. I need my son to be able to see this. So you know what? We're going to rebuttal your vindictive, nasty, mean-spirited attitude with another kind gesture. Video number 2, bazillion views. We went back to that old hag's house that played us out of the drywall repair, and we cut her grass for free, but we didn't even knock on the door. We just started cutting the grass, and she called the police on us and put a restraining order on us. That entirety of a paragraph is the title of video number 2. Oh, my God. And, the comments will be like, oh, my God, Joe, this is so staged. And I'll be like, no, it's not. This shit is for real. This is the crazy type of shit that be happening. But then we're going to leak a photograph of Joe sitting in a director's chair with my name on the back of it. It's not going to say, old Joe from After Prison Show. It's going to say, maybe it says that. Who knows? All right, I got to get up into these comments, man. I'm missing some stuff. Who the Rock, shout out to you. Honestly, I could see you at a Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A a little too good for old Joe. I can't afford no Chick-fil-A, man. If I can't afford it, why am I going to go work there? Fraud auditor, forgive me. I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Finder 1990. What do you think about the women who support Wade? I think nothing of it. I mean, we live in 2024, for God's sakes. We're living in Ready Player One time at this point. You know what I mean? This world is freaking... People talk about, I'm losing my shit. Look at the world that we live in, for God's sakes, man. People supporting Wade Wilson is just... it's not shocking. I was literally jogging the other morning, and I went to this little pier area that they just built in my area. It's new. It looks really nice. And there was a homeless guy that was sleeping on the bench right there. And, I felt bad for him. But then as I went to the end of the pier to turn around and begin running, there was shit everywhere, literal fecal matter everywhere. And I was like, yo, man, they didn't turn the end of the pier. People walk their kids down here into a porta-john. And we're not talking about like some dog shit type dookie neither. You know what I mean? We're talking about like some splatter effect. And I'm just like, as disgusted as I was for that, and forgive me for sharing that with anybody who may be eating lunch watching me, I wasn't shocked. I mean, it was like shocking at first, but we are so immune to the wild shit because we see it every day. It ain't even as bad where I am as it is in places like Seattle and California. It's just unbelievable. Like the shit that y'all probably see out there is ridiculous. Victor, special shout out to you. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you becoming a channel member right there. I appreciate the love and support. Contractor, appreciate you being up in here rocking with me every day. Means a lot having you. Brian Tampa, what's going on with you? Check out Victory Outdoor Services. Ryan does great concrete work. Man, awesome. I definitely will check that out. Appreciate you letting me know. I was getting a text right there. Shout out to you. Dale, check that out. Mass One, appreciate you being up in here. See, you got your account back. Good to see right there. I be remembering y'all, man. I do. Highland Winnie, very special shout out to you. Joe G, business idea, apartment repairs. 4 people tried to get the security deposit, cheap fixes, and teach them how to hide it from landlords. Agree to a percentage of the deposit back. I'm lost on that idea right there. Apartment repairs, 4 people trying to get the security deposit. Cheap fixes, teach them how to hide it from landlords, and agreement for a percentage of the deposit back. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. So, help out renters who are leaving, trying to get their security deposit back, and how to fix stuff. Yeah, man. I mean, there's plenty of YouTube channels and, profiles that are doing that. Jalapeno fixer-upper dude, he does that type of shit. But if you go and leave your place horrendous, I'm not helping you with shit. You don't deserve to get it back. I see it from both sides. I see it from the renter who does take care of their place, and then they get hit with some bogus charges so that they don't get their security deposit back. I see people who move out of apartments that are like left pristine. But then I see others, man, who just, absolutely destroy those places. And they, you're going to get some charges for that. All right, real quick, let me go ahead and move on, man. I got some other stuff to share with y'all as well, man, so I appreciate y'all taking the time. Shout out to the 391 up in here. Crushing it for lunchtime. Dale, what you talking about, man? Oh, shit, that was Matt from yesterday. Said zoom in. What am I going to see? Oh, yeah, man. Shout out to the cell block. I see you right there, brother. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. I also want to give a real special shout out to Rob. Rob is a guy that rocks with both channels as well. He might actually be watching this right now. Rob is a local guy, HVAC professional for his entire life. Awesome individual. This guy's got more stories than a little bit. Man, I'd love to do a soft white underbelly, like interview with a fan who's got a crazy story to share. Forget what, has been the way of the world with prison YouTube for so long. Let's get the next guy who can tell the craziest freaking story. Man, what if we start interviewing some of the fans who got a story to share and why they rock with the channel if they ain't never been locked up? I just be giving y'all the game, man. I'm telling you, man, you gotta, and this dude, man, he got a crazy life, man. But he's a hell of a dude, awesome guy. And I want to give a very special shout out to him, man, because if it weren't for him, we wouldn't have any work right this second. And not only are we doing this exterior residential job for him, painting his entire house, we replaced a replacement window at his house. We are replacing a storm door at his house, doing a bunch of rotted woodwork repairs and replacement. But he's actually working on my van out there right now. And I got to give him a decent discount for doing that, man. But shout out to him, man. Wanted to give him a very special shout out. Awesome, awesome guy. Dane says, hey, Joe, what's the name of the new prison RP server? It is called, and it's actually listed on 5M right now, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to give you the exact name, but you should be able to find it. It's the AfterPrisonShow RP server. Life on the Block, I believe, is the name of it. Don't quote me on that. That's pretty close to what the name of it is. We were in there yesterday. We were stress testing the server. We're going to be ready for launch on Friday. We've already got a handful of people who are going to RP with us. And, man, that shit is going to be something. Cannot wait to bring that to you guys. Ray says, would love to see the interview with the fans. I think that's a really good idea right there. But let's get back to Joe looking for a job. Let's see what kind of work is out there, and we will keep this thing moving. All right, Joe's willing to come to work with you, work for you. Pay me what you think I'm worth at the end of the day, but I got to be able to film it. Okay, I need a semi-experienced mover for a small job. Dependable mover that can lift up to 75 pounds or more. Man, I hate moving work. Gosh almighty. I had a moving company. That is some of the toughest work to do, but I would do it. Not only would it be a video, if we could film it, it would be a workout as well, too. You got to be able to pass the background check. I can actually pass a background check now. I've passed a lot of background checks. Must have a car. Okay, let's see what the requirements are for this job. And I just want a gig. I don't want a job. Valid driver's license, I got that. Valid phone number, I got that. Call to take a 10-question knowledge test. If you have a little experience, then you can pass. Must know how to use power tools, use a dolly, assemble, disassemble furniture. I'm really not the greatest when it comes to that. I can repair your house. I could build you a house damn near, not fully, but I'm pretty competent. But when it comes to assembling furniture, like some IKEA shit, You might as well waterboard me, man. That is absolute torture to me. So that's the part that I really suck at. Know how to wrap furniture. I mean, who can't wrap some furniture? Good job references to who the hell would I use as a reference? See how many syllables I put in that? Must have your own car, that's in all capitals. Must agree to a free background check required, all capitals. Please have good hygiene. Damn, could you imagine being out that joint? You lacking in the hygiene department, your ass is stinking. Ooh. Ooh, gosh almighty. Hey, Susan, welcome and thank you. Appreciate you being here. Joe's looking for a job right now. If you're joining me late, that's what we're doing. Yeah, good hygiene, good attitude, and able to follow directions. Now, I'm not going to lie, that I might struggle with that a little bit. I'm going to have some PTSD. I'm going to be reminded of when I was working at Little Caesars for 2 weeks, and my boss was 17 years old, and I was just coming home from prison after serving 7 years. And this little bitch told me to go home and shave. Oh, you gotta go home and shave that shit. You can't have the chin strap, because back then that's what Joe had. Joe had the glow coming home from prison and the chin strap. Couldn't tell me shit. Couldn't tell me shit. Michael, what's going on? What's your shout out to you? Wild Phantom, I was gonna read your message, man. Sorry, I missed that. Lunch will be provided to you and lots of bottled water. Oh shit, you putting us in Guantanamo Bay. Talking about lunch gonna be provided to you. What you providing, a bag lunch? Am I working on the gun line, boss? Lunch will be provided to, man, I got to go sign up for this. What if I go do this thinking we gonna film and I never come back? What if I got human trafficked in this? They sent me down to San Diego to be a mover, man. Hey, next job is for a 2-bedroom to a 1-bedroom. Damn, that's going to be a lot of shit to try to fit from a 2-bedroom to a 1-bedroom. All right, we're going to save that one, man. I might go do that. I don't want to be a truck driver. Need a vapor barrier put in. Man, that's another thing that Joe don't want to do. But if you let me film it, I'll do it. All About Wisdom says, Joe, how you feeling today? I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. So if you don't know what vapor barrier is, that is the vapor barrier that goes underneath of your house. It's a plastic, a sheet plastic. They put it underneath of your house to encapsulate it. So that helps with moisture under your house. Moisture leads to mold. That type. I hate going underneath of houses. You don't never know what's living up under there, but I'll do it. I will do it because you know what's crazy? I don't give a damn if you got a black mamba snake up underneath of that house. When I put that Tyvek suit on, it's like a bulletproof vest. I feel invincible with that thing. Without it, spiders and all sorts of crazy shit be having me feel wild. Victor, shout out to you, says, I don't know why, but I'd love to see you in the WWE. I belong there, man. As Dirty Dominic Mysterio's manager, Rey Mysterio Jr., is that any relation? Don't know a damn thing about no wrestling, but I'm for it, man. All right, so let's see what they talk about with this vapor barrier job that they got. It's actually in my area. Need vapor barrier put in on a job I'm doing in Portsmouth. It's in a crawl space, so must have your own crawl suit, gloves, and whatever you need to get the job done. Oh, this the one right here. Hey, man, this the one right here. I need it done today around 11:30 a.m. Well, shit, we missed this. The pay is $125. You kidding me, man? Should only take a couple of hours for the right person? Listen, I don't know what level of encapsulation you're looking for right here with this vapor barrier. I will supply vapor barrier and spikes. See, this could have been something. This guy sounds like a real peach. But I love when they tell you how long it should take and what the pay is going to be. So let's break this thing down real quick. We would have to get this job done in 5 hours to make $25 an hour. If it takes all day, $125 ain't even $20 an hour. 20 times 8 is 160. So what is that? What is 125 divided by 8? Let's just say hypothetically it takes us 8 hours to do that. 125 divided by the 8 ball. $15 an hour to crawl underneath of a house. My God. McFly, I need my basement finished in Delaware. Come film. Man, I would love to do that shit, man. That's my type of a party right there, man. Send me an email. Hey, send me an email. You supply the materials, okay? Because you supply the materials, I come do that shit. I damn sure come do that. Lollipop says, how much is a crawl suit? Crawl suit's about $25, give or take. I'll look it up right now, let you know. Lowe's. Yeah, so I mean, if you don't have a Tyvek suit, and you got to go buy that first, $16. Yeah. $16. Richard, what's going on with you, man? Shout out to you. Thank you for being here. We're looking for a job right now, folks. Help Joe find the next job. All right, here we go. Apartment painter. That's right in my wheelhouse. Hey, is this that guy that I used to have working for me? I'm sure it's one of them for sure. Or it might be my biggest competitor. I got some wild stories to share with y'all about all that, man. Wild stories. Chris, what's going on with you? Shout out to you. All right, apartment painter. Experienced apartment painters needed, must be punctual, neat in appearance, and professional. Need to be able to prep, brush and roll, cut in straight lines, spray, keep workspace clean of paint, and overspray clean up when finished. This is not a daily paid job. Pay is every week. Pay is based on experience and per unit. This is steady daily job, so not looking for people bouncing around and chasing work. Attention to detail, friendly people person, polite, drywall and other experience a plus. I would love to know what this is paying, and that's all there is with that. A warehouse worker up to $35 an hour? Oh, I'm not forklift certified. Son of a bitch. Hey, I can't do that one. Guess that's out the question. I could do DoorDash. General laborer, immediate openings, pay to be discussed. This sounds like a temp service right here. Nothing too crazy going on right there. Restaurant delivery. Mechanics, I don't know anything about that. Cleaner. Here we go. I would love to be a bounty hunter. Hiring now, cleaners. Responsibilities: sweep, mop, and vacuum floors, dust and wipe down surfaces, empty trash bins and replace liners, clean and sanitize restrooms, refill soap, toilet paper, and other supplies. I could do that. It doesn't say what the job is paying. It just says apply now. There's work out there, folks. If you want to work, it's out there. Victor, shout out to you. I hate Tyvex. I use them at all of my marijuana jobs and sweat my junies off. Man, what kind of marijuana job you got? Let Joe come do some shit like that. Could you imagine that? That'd be wild right there. All right, well, that seems to be about the extent of the job hunt. So, you know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put an ad out myself saying that I will come work for you. I don't care what it is, but here's the catch. You got to let me film it. I'll bring a cameraman so that I can focus on doing whatever the work is that you need done and drag me. That's That's what it is. And pay me what you think I'm worth. Goodfella says, where the hell are they paying $35 an hour for a forklift? I need work. It's got to be a gimmick, man. Hey, look, yeah, I mean, the ad said $35 an hour. Yeah, bitch, if you're an astronaut, are you forklift certified and NASA certified? You're not, so you're not getting $35 an hour. It's a specific criteria, okay? You're going to be loading the space station with your forklift certification. But because you're not NASA certified, you're going to be making $15 an hour. Oh, we got the Bills and the Dolphins playing tomorrow. I just got the notification for that, man. All right. I'm going to move on a little bit. Move on a little bit. I'm going to share. We're going to do some video reaction stuff right quick. I guess that's where we're going to go. Oh, shit. I guess I'm not. Okay. I literally just had those couple of ideas that I wanted to share with you guys. And from there, I figured this is where I was going to end up at, was doing video reactions. Folks, I found what I was looking for. And we used to react to houses for sale. Now, this is another thing that we could potentially get into. Oh, shit. I've also got a proposition for y'all. Okay, so look, here are the options for Joe at this point. I could go put the fries in the bag, bro, and you're probably going to tell me to do that after I tell you this proposition. Or I'll go work for free. We can make some videos. Joe's doing dirtiest jobs. Or I can transform my painting business into a charity service, and we could be going and doing work for free. Making videos of it is the catch for us to do the free work. Or you out there, you could be a Make-A-Wish miracle worker for yours truly. Folks, I need some money. Okay, and I don't need just a little bit. I need a lot. But wait. I know it sounds crazy. But if you help me here, I promise it would be worth it. All right, let me see if I can find this first. Oh, yeah. I can find it. I remember the address. Got it, right? Chia. Damn, I can't believe I remembered it. That's wild as a bitch to me. All right, folks, I want to share something with you. If I go like that, is that going to screw that up? If I go like that, yep, it is. That's what it's going to do. It's going to screw it up. I got so much stuff opened here. Folks, I need to borrow some money. I need some money. I need a whole lot of money, okay? Now hear me out on this. It's for a good cause. Let me show you what's available, and let me try. God damn it. I know it's not going. Yep, it's not going. Oh, well. All right, folks, let me show this to you. This right here is something pretty close that's available. Look at this castle. Folks, there's a castle that's for sale right now that we could buy. Okay, now, I know you're probably thinking this is going to be a lot of money, and it is. But it could potentially be worth it. All right, we got a nice old castle right here for sale. Now, before I go any further, we'll go ahead and we'll just pull up the listing on this. Folks, for a mere for just a small fortune. Okay, all we need $1 million. And in fact, it's not even $1 million. It's $999,950. And they did that on purpose. Okay? They made it $50 shy of a milli so that you don't have two commas in the price tag. All right? Now, folks, this is for sale right now. And what this castle is, it's not a house. But I'm on Shark Tank right now. Y'all are the sharks. Please don't pass on this opportunity, okay? We don't need $1 million. We don't need $1 million. That's just what the price is, okay? This isn't a house. This isn't for Joe to flex. You could potentially save Joe from putting the fries in the bag, bro, by helping me get this. It's not a house. This is a 12-unit apartment building. Folks, this thing has 12 apartments in it, which doesn't make sense to me because it says that it's an 8-bedroom, 4-bath house, which that's not right. Let's go ahead and read this. It says, own a piece of history in Old Town Portsmouth. This thing was built in 1900. This is actually the Dr. Madblood house. There was a TV show back in the day called Dr. Madblood, and it was filmed at this house right here. Donnie, wait! And for those reasons, I'm out. Okay, I've still got 423 sharks left up in here, all right? This property features 12 units, 12 apartments. We could be After Prison Show landlords together. And if you help me, I've actually got a guy who's emailed me from, well, I ain't going to put it all the way out there, but I hope he's for real about this. He's like, Joe, I'll invest with you. You know, like, let's do something. I'll be a silent investor. So if there's any of y'all out there, yo, get with me. Okay? We could do some cool shit together. 12 units. They've got 8 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartments up in here and 4 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartments up in here. Think of the halfway house we could create with this. Think of the reality TV show we could create with this. Jersey, I'm glad that you're in here. We're playing Shark Tank right now. I'm sharing with everybody that I need some help acquiring this property. It's $999,950. It's $50 shy of a milli, and they did that on purpose to keep 2 commas out of the price tag. But it's only $1 million for an apartment complex. We get 8 2-bedroom, 1-bath units and 4 1-bedroom, 1-bath units. This property has character and incredible rental potential. 4 of the units feature 2 living levels with loft-style living. I don't even know what that means. They got laundry on site. They got they got AC. Now, here's the crazy thing about this, okay? I know it's $1 million. I know you're stuck on that, all right? I know you're stuck on that, but just hear me out. Who's coming with me, okay? They give us the price breakdown on this thing, all right? So because of the fact that it's an investment property, okay, it's an investment property. There's no way around that. It's a 12-unit investment property. The shitty thing about that is we got to put down 20%, all right? So, you know, we got to put down 20%. So we need right now, we don't need $1 million. We only need $199,990, folks, and this could be ours. We've raised $132.50. We're getting there. I'm going to adjust the donation goal a little bit. Stay with me now. We're getting ready to pass the plate around one more time. Who's coming with me? Now, here's the crazy thing. This is an investment property. Okay, that's why you have to put down 20%. But what if it's not, though? You see, there's workarounds to all of this shit. If I say that this is my primary residence. Well, folks, that changes everything. If I move into here and it's my primary residence, I can get away from this being an investment property, and now it's my primary residence. So instead of 20%, we only got to put down, what is the mortgage rate right now? 8%? We only got to put down 8%, and folks, that $199,000 magically turns into $79,996. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't have anywhere near that. But that is look, for 80 grand, we can get $1 million property. And it's our primary residence. Now, of course, because it is a 12 unit place, they might not go for that. Our monthly payment on here is going to be $8,522 a month, but we got 12 apartments. Okay, now if the average rent, which I've already seen what the average rent in here is, for the 2-bedroom, 1-bath, and I'm going to show you what those apartments actually look like. For the 2-bedroom, 1-bath, those are going for $1,000. Now, I don't know if this is a Section 8 property. I got to imagine that it is. But I thought to myself, I was like, well, if it was a Section 8 property, you could get even more money for it. Okay, here we go, right here. So, folks, let's go ahead and look at one of these units. All right, I found one of the units right here. None of y'all biting on this. None of y'all see the infinite potential in this. All right, here's our castle right here. We're looking at one of the units. Look at those hardwood floors right there, beautiful. Okay, got a fireplace up in here. I mean, these are nice apartments. For $1,000, you get a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Look at that kitchen right there. The kitchen looked good. Bathroom looked good. Nice looking place. Okay, it's not a shithole at all. Oh, this is the 2-bedroom, 1-bath. So if we go look at it, we look at the price history, $1,000 a month is all they charging for this. What did Nick say? Somebody says, I'm with Nick. Nick, where you at, Nick? I don't know why I'm stuttering so bad. When I get excited about a business idea, I start to stutter. I can't see Nick in here, man. Is there even a Nick in here? Y'all ain't feeling my little business? Well, anyways, $1,000, man. So even if we were renting all 12 units at $1,000, and granted, some of them would be cheaper, the rent on that place is $8,500 a month. We're spending almost everything that we're bringing in rent on the mortgage, but we're still left with like about $3,500. So then you've got whatever else in overhead that you've got. If you've got to have maintenance, I mean, there is no money there. The margins are so tight. But what if you could do something with that? I thought that was a hell of a thing. All right, I'm going to share one other thing, and forgive me, we have made this a lot of Joe Does stuff type of shit over here, but I appreciate y'all rocking with me on this thing. Freda says I'll pass. I'll stay behind and wait for the fries. Son of a bitch. That's why your fries took so damn long, because I was trying to Shark Tank you right there. Hey, it's all good, man. I appreciate you guys. All right, we got to move on. Take this thing to where I was going to take it to. Go back to the old YouTube. So y'all remember when we used to do the video? I mean, there's a local guy. He buys and sells houses. He does the We Buy Houses. I want to get with this guy. He's got a really bad reputation in the area for predatory practices of, getting people to buy these houses for $3,000 down, $1,500 a month. Grand total price is the after repaired price. So if the house was actually renovated, That's the price that you're paying over 30 years. It's a for sale by owner situation where they're not renovating the house. I don't have an issue with what dude is doing. Buyer beware. Okay, if your dumbass goes and buys one of these houses that this guy has, and he does a video walkthrough of the house. You can go see the house before you buy. I don't really feel for the buyer, okay? I did it first, but now I want to align with this guy, and I would love to work for him. Let me go film the videos of your properties, even though I would do so in a way where I'm trying to make content. So, of course, I'm probably going to be bashing the properties, and he's trying to sell them. But I'm going to show you two real quick. All right, we'll do two real quick. We're going to do a really bad one, and then we're going to do a somewhat good one, and we're going to try to figure out what the situation is. All right? Now, here is something wild. This house that I'm getting ready to show you has sold. Okay? When you see this, you're going to think to yourself, what the world? And he definitely makes it known what is needed in this situation. Don't buy this house thinking you're about to move into this. But here's the crazy thing about it. Somebody was living in this house. Let's run through this real quick. This is the bad one I'm going to share with you. I missed the comment. This is the bad one, and then I'll share with you a good one, and you be the judge. All right, folks.
How's it going, guys? Today it's Joey here out in Portsmouth, 19 Prospect Parkway.
All right.
19 Prospect Parkway. This is a 2-bed, 1-bath property. Needs a full rehab. This is an investor special, contractor special, flipper special. This one needs a lot of work, not meant for someone to come in here and move into this one. This one, most likely someone's gonna buy it, fix it up, flip it, sell it, make some profit. We are in crap.
Okay, so real quick, what he just told you was, again, this guy gets a bad reputation for predatorial practices, but he's telling you right now, don't buy this thinking you're about to live in here. This is for a flipper, an investor, whatever. Because even though he does get a reputation as being a predatorial practices, he's really a hard money lender is what he is.
Historic district in Portsmouth.
Oh, and by the way, the neighborhood that they're in right here is right down the street from me. This is a neighborhood that they've definitely renovated, but this is probably one of the Prospect Street. This is gang central in my city. Probably one of the worst streets in my city.
We just had the property cleaned out. As you see, there's 2 jumbo dumpsters right here in the front yard.
They had to have 2 dumpsters to clean out a
Parkway.
2-bedroom, 1-bath.
It needs a full rehab. Every single thing in this house needs to be redone.
Gabriel says it looks haunted. You
However,
ain't
it will
even
be priced accordingly, so you'll have a room to fix it up and sell it.
Priced accordingly.
Going into the front door, to the right, dining area.
Folks, we've got 2x4s holding up the wall. Run it.
Old windows here.
Every window broken.
You have this little add-on room right here. Every window is broken. That one's not broken, but it's old.
Somebody was living in this.
Ceiling up here.
Okay.
And window back there, closet back there. I'm gonna walk around. You see there's some artwork in here.
Some artwork. That's blood on the wall right there.
Clearly, this needs a full rehab. So I'm gonna actually call this the dining room, and that was the living room. As you see, low chandelier.
Okay, so you're going to notice that this guy is getting very short of breath as he's doing this. And I got to imagine he's probably pretty scared to be up in here. He's stumbling his words. I mean, this guy is, he's official. He sells a lot of houses. And he's on the worst street in the city. There's no power in this house. He's here by himself. He's a big dude. But this would have me shook as well.
Both windows are broken.
Look at it, the voice cracking. Look at this kitchen.
Kitchen, filthy kitchen.
What kind of plumbing is that?
Outdated, messed up. Everything needs to be ripped out, redone. Needs a full gut.
Oh my God, man.
That's the living room I was just showing you. And back here we have this little back porch area.
He didn't even want to go in that
Utility
room. What a comment
Once
at?
again, this is a full rehab. This is meant for a contractor, investor, flipper, handyman. This is not meant for someone to grab the keys and move in. It'll be disgusting if you move into this house.
We definitely got some lead paint on them walls, I would imagine, the way that shit's peeling off like that, potentially.
To the right, first bedroom. Bedroom 1. A lot of work.
I'd say so. We're going to need full electrical, full plumbing.
To this side.
HVAC, full drywall.
Bedroom 2.
Yeah, buddy.
And very last right here is your upstairs bathroom.
Look at that clawfoot tub right there. God bless it, boy. Shit everywhere.
19 Prospect Parkway. We're in Portsmouth. 2 beds, 1 bath. We got a fix and flip right here.
Now, real quick, I know you think that this looks insane. You're like, no way in hell. He got rid of this house so fast. This thing is gone. He's already sold it. Gone. Somebody done bought it. Said, oh shit. So what did he want for that? I'll tell you right now. He wanted $2,000 down, $1,150 a month, and $119,000. He probably got this house for $50 grand. You're going to buy it. You're going to fix it. You're going to try to renovate it. Houses in that area, but that's only a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. You're not going to get a whole lot for that. You're going to get under $200,000. You're going to be hard pressed to get over $200,000 for that house. It's going to take you $100 grand to get that thing right. So unless you hold it for just a couple of months, I mean, you still got to pay him the $119, you know. So anyways, that was a really bad house. Well, let me go ahead and show you a really good house, and let's try to figure out what the hell is going on with this situation. Now, this house has been fully renovated, okay? Seth, what's going on? Shout out to you guys. Hey, is the chat working? Can you guys let me know? I feel like the chat is stumbling for some reason. Pap Smear says, wow, I thought you were legit, Joe. Everything about me. 100. Solid. So, folks, I'm getting ready to show you a fully renovated house. We're going to spend a little bit of time on this one because I had a hard time understanding how he ended up with this house. How does he end up with the good-looking houses? And is this house good, truly? There's got to be a story to this. So let's go ahead and get into this one. And I'm going to break down to you my philosophy on what I think happened here. All right, let's go ahead and run that like so. Do that like so. Good-looking house. Small little house. It is, first and foremost, small-looking house, and it's in another shithole location. This is in another city close to me, and this is a bad area, okay? But very small house. You can see it looks nice. We got some brand new vinyl. Looks like we painted the front porch. I don't know what happened with this front porch, though, because we've got 2 different colors of blue paint going on the front porch. And that was the first thing that I noticed. Like, did they spot paint it? Did the paint not match up? Well, let's see what's going on here.
How's it going, guys? It is Joe here today. I'm in Suffolk. This is 209 Boot Street. 209 Boot Street, B-U-T-E. This is a 3-bed, 1-bath renovated property. It's in excellent shape. This one's going to go quickly. This one's going to be $6,000 down.
6 down.
3 beds, 1 bath. Really good shape. Downtown Suffolk Historic District.
House next door boarded up.
Nice quiet street. You got street parking right in front of the property.
Look at the room between the 2 houses.
This may be your driveway also. I think it is. I believe this is yours. Don't quote me on that.
Definitely not. There's a sign on the other house that says don't
block. Do not block driveway on their side, so
Yeah.
maybe it's not yours. Run a survey. That'll tell you the answer. I
Run
have
a
no
survey.
information on the property line. Let's go inside and take a quick peek. This
All right.
place is renovated inside and out. New siding, new windows, new porch. Freshly painted, new kitchen, new bathroom, a little bit of everything. living room light fixture.
All right. We're inside the house, folks. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you is they spent some money to do this work. But, you know, corners had to be cut in some regards. I need you to try to keep notice of the quality of painting work up in here. You can already kind of see it up here where the wall meets the ceiling. We got some really interesting stuff going on right here. I think, I don't know what was going on right there. Bad cut lines or, not cut in well enough. If we look at the baseboard down here, and you can't really see it, but you can clearly see that the top of the baseboard is the color of the walls. So you didn't even cut in your baseboards. The short of it is the painting work in this house is shit. And it makes me question the quality of the rest of the work.
Very, very short.
Ugly light fixture.
If you walk past, you'll hit your head. If you're like over 4'8", you'll probably hit your head on that.
For the most part, the ceiling looks like it's cut in pretty well, but I can see some wild shit
layout
going
for that being in the kitchen. But
all of the trim, you did not cut in the trim at all.
It is what it is. Sorry for that being the living room. Bedroom number 1. This is your first bedroom. All utilities are turned on. Space definitely needs some love. Like I said, this door can definitely use a...
He said this place is going to need some love. He's probably so used to saying that about all of his other properties. This is a fully renovated house, but he's saying something about this door right here looks like shit.
Paint job. You see it's filthy.
What is up with that door?
But overall, the place is fully renovated. Everything looks great.
Maybe that was the one door that they said they wouldn't need to replace. We've got brand new hinges on some of these doors that I'm seeing.
So your dining area. Once again, this is very, very short. Bedroom number 2.
Ooh, I saw that ceiling. That ceiling paint looked bad. Ah, I saw a nice little... We hit the ceiling in there.
Attic access in here.
I ain't gonna bore you to death
Down
no
the
more with
small
the
little
painting.
hallway to the right, we have bedroom number 3.
All the baseboards look like shit. I'd love to see this in person. I bet you that paint looks horrendous in there. Oh my God, I can see the paint all over the trim.
Bathroom.
Oh, look at this ceiling. Look at this cut in on this shower.
Nice marble shower. Bathtub.
Look at the overspray on this flooring right here. Look at all this shit going on, man. All this paint behind here. Oh, man. I'm telling you. Hey, this house might have been a house of horrors when it came to the renovation that was taking place in here. Paint all over the floor right there.
Floors, new vanity, new sink.
Look at the outlet right here. We got paint all over the outlet, the ceiling. Look at that ceiling cut in right there. See, they flying past all of this, but I guarantee you anybody that went and looked at this house, what if the quality of work was great throughout the house and it was the paint was the only thing that was bad? And because you skimped on the price on the paint and who you had do it just hired some jackleg to do this shit, this is why you can't sell this house. People possibly willing to overlook the neighborhood because it is a decent looking renovated property. But it's crazy. No matter the quality of work that you get done, they could have done outstanding. The vinyl siding looked good. Brand new replacement windows in the house. That looked good.
Mirror.
But this paint job, man.
And very, very last.
Something that should have been so easy.
Renovated, new flooring. New cabinets.
Fucked up your sale on the house.
Which is not like a new fridge. But
all right, anyways, that was it. I ain't gonna bore you to death. I'm weird, man. I like the construction shit. It's my drop. It's what I like to do. Folks, real quick as I get ready to wrap this up, I titled this stream, Put the Fries in the Bag, Bro. The thumbnail for this stream should literally be an NFT. It's that good. But when I was looking to make the thumbnail, I typed in McDonald's fries in bag, bro, and it literally gave me the definition of that. This phrase implies a lack of interest in the person's interaction while in the fast food store, often implying that the person working there either knows something embarrassing about you or has bullied you in the past? Who defined this? Because that is certainly not what that saying means. I should know better. People are telling me to just put the fries in the bag, Joe. They ain't even saying bro, they saying Joe. Damn, I can't get past that thumbnail. I'm stuck on that. That shit look good. Good job, Joe. Hey, Michael, shout out to you for the support right there. 2 months. One love, APS Army. Appreciate you being up in here. Mass One, shout out to you. Kevin, thank you for testing that chat right there. I think once I started talking about the houses, people weren't feeling that, and I'm sorry for that. Promises are made by liars. Ooh, you've been hurt before. How we don't care about this. Yeah. Got it. Roger that, 10-4. You should have just told me what you should have told me, which was put the fries in the bag, Joe. Matthew says, imagine going to McDonald's and you know the worker who was trying to catch up with you. And you know the worker who was trying to catch up with you. You know. Promises are made every day by liars. Says you can do cameo and art. You can do a lot like Matt Cox. Yeah, man, Matt Cox, he is a very talented artist. I've seen his artwork, man. He's freaking really good. Shout out to that dude, man. But you know, I'm just trying to find my lane, man. Trying to find my lane. Oh, Marcus, appreciate the message right there telling me that the chat isn't working. Huh. I wonder what happened with the chat and why it wasn't working. But it's working now, it seems like. So, yeah, we must have had an issue with the chat. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I don't know what the hell happened right there. David, I see your message right there. The chat is working. Matthew Riley, what's going on? Like a guy you knew from high school. Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, that would be embarrassing. But, I mean, shit, I would just respect the fact that he's working. Because nowadays, man, that seems hard to find. And that's why I think that it's going to do well, me going out there and trying to work for somebody else, so long as they allow me to film it. Because finding good help is hard to find. And you'll get the best worker that you can, being me. You know, I'm a hard worker. I like to believe that. And I think that would be appreciated video-wise. But trust me when I tell you, man, we're going to also attempt to do some free work. And who the hell knows how that's going to play out. All right. I got to get ready to wrap this thing up, man. I want to just say in conclusion, hey, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all for taking the time to rock with me on this. It is my hope to continue pushing the envelope, man. Pushing further, farther, faster, all that good shit, reinventing the wheel, and just trying to figure out what's coming next. I got a lot of irons in the fire per usual, and I like it that way. Friday, we got the gameplay coming. Very excited about that. I've been filming a lot of shorts for both channels. Having fun with that. And doing the live streams here on After Prison Show, having a lot of fun with that, really being able to kick it with you guys, man. And I appreciate all the support. Yeah. Go ahead and wrap this up. I'll have more for you guys tomorrow. I was just trying to think of what my schedule's looking like. So I'll be back again tomorrow. I'll make it interesting for you. If you got some time, drop in. Come kick it with me. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. Appreciate y'all being here. Have a great evening. And as always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted and make the most